I'll be recapping a Chinese fantasy drama called The Journey of Flower. The drama starts with a meteorite falling and a baby being born. Her mother dies and her birth produces a scent that attracts demons and withers plants. A Taoist sees the meteorite and follows it. He puts a barrier to protect her, but it will only last for 16 years. After that, she's supposed to travel to Mount Shu to get trained on controlling her special nature. Before leaving, the Taoist names the girl Qiangu. 16 years later, Qiangu is shunned and hunted by her villagers. Her only wish for her 16th birthday is to have a lot of friends. Elsewhere, Bai Zihua is chosen as the next leader of Changliu sect, which in fact heads all other sects. But before ascending, he has to descend to the human realm and protect the mortals without using his powers. Qiangu visits a doctor to help her ailing father, but finds him dead. The demon that killed him attacks her, but Bai Zihua shows up and saves her. The villagers burn her house because they think she killed the doctor. Bai Zihua can't protect themselves from the villagers because he can't use his powers nor harm them. Luckily, his friend Shun, who has always had a crush on him, shows up and saves them. Unfortunately, Qiangu's father dies from inhaling too much smoke. On her request, Bai Zihua agrees to stay with Qiangu until her birthday and introduces himself as Mo Bing. On her birthday, he leaves without saying goodbye, and Qiangu sets out to Mount Shu as directed by the Taoist. However, she can't go through the mountain's barrier when she arrives. She goes to take a bath, and while doing that, she meets Dongfang. He pesters her and tells her about the man at Pavilion of Strange Decay who can solve any problem at a fee. Qiangu sets off to the pavilion. She finds a very huge crowd, but luckily she's the one chosen that day. Her first problem is entering Mount Shu. The Lord solves it by giving her a pendant containing her blood. Her second question is how she'll meet again her only friend Mo Bing. The Lord agrees to tell her and claim his price later. He says she'll find Mo Bing at Changliu sect. Meanwhile, Mount Shu is attacked by the demon sect and everyone killed. Bai Zihua and his senior and junior brother learn about the event and that the demon sect is after a divine item. Since it's too late, Bai Zihua heads there alone. Meanwhile, Qiangu arrives to witness the destruction left behind. Qiangu finds the dying Taoist who has been betrayed by his own disciple Yuan. He gives her a white feather, naming her the new Mount Shu sect leader. But when she finds his other disciple Yin, she's to pass the feather to him. And before dying, he gives her 2 secret books. Waiting to snatch the treasures, traitor Yuan chases and strangles Qiangu before being stopped by Bai Zihua. While flying, Bai Zihua notices his power weakens when he touches Qiangu. This causes them to be trapped in a dome by the demons. The dome gets smaller with time, which would eventually smash them. In the morning, they try to force their way out and Qiangu learns that her blood can melt the dome. Bai Zihua sends her off and stays behind to fight the demons. Ruler of Demon Realm shows up and interrupts the fight. He starts killing his followers for working behind his back and massacring Mount Shu. Bai Zihua stops him and only requests the divine item. In Changliu, Bai Zihua's junior brother notices Bai Zihua's life stone has turned yellow. Junior brother is worried and goes to Bai Zihua. A flashback shows that their teacher told them that when Bai Zihua's stone flickers, his fated calamity has appeared. The fated calamity will cause him misfortunes unless he kills it. And the teacher gave him a motionless sword. Currently, Bai Zihua uses his life stone to guide him to his fated calamity. It leads him to a deserted temple where he realizes his fated calamity is Qiangu. Before he does anything, they're interrupted by Dongfang, who starts babbling about useless things. This causes Bai Zihua to leave, returning later to kill Qiangu while she's asleep. In the end, he doesn't kill her because she's innocent, and decides to find another way to fix it before departing. A few moments later, Qiangu's pendant lights up and a spirit worm pops out. She calls it Bao, and the worm calls her mother and Dongfang father. Changliu decides to recruit new disciples 3 years ahead of time because the demon sect's power has been expanding recently. After word gets out, the contenders gather outside an inn, and we get introduced to new characters. The bratty girl, the talkative girl, the aloof guy, and the senior disciple Luo in charge of watching over the exams. The exam comprises of 3 tests. In the first one, they have to pass the forest of monsters before noon the following day. During the exam, a cheater almost eliminates Qiangu, but bratty girl saves her and they become friends. The two new friends defeat man-eating flowers and Qiangu finds out that her blood can kill them. Unexpectedly, Dongfang runs to Qiangu's side. He's the last applicant on the list with no clear background. That night, the contenders fall asleep unaware that the first round isn't over yet. Bai Zihua orders the release of a special smoke that puts everyone to sleep. Qiangu's dreamland is so simple that it surprises Bai Zihua. She only wants her father back and Mo Bing as her friend. Qiangu is almost trapped in her dream, but Dongfang intrudes and wakes her, causing her to pass the first exam. Dongfang discontinues due to his injuries. The second test involves crossing a bridge made of thin metal chains while flying boomerangs attack. They are also not supposed to use their powers. Aloof guy goes first and passes easily, followed by bratty girl and talkative girl. Qiangu finally musters up courage and crosses with other contenders. Some fall and others succeed, and Qiangu is the last one on the bridge. Bai Zihua intentionally makes it harder for her by cutting the chains. He cuts the last chain, and as everyone thinks she's fallen off, she pops up, completing the second exam. The third test takes place at Changliu in a pool called Three Life Pool. Each pool represents one of Immortal Sect's teaching, that is, be free of greed, lust, and love. If anyone doesn't rid themselves of those, they'll experience excruciating pain whenever their body touches the water. One by one the contenders go in. Some more are eliminated and others wince in pain. Only Aloof guy passes without feeling anything. When it's Qiangu's turn, she finds the water very comfortable that she starts playing with it, while others look in amazement. Bai Zihua, who is watching secretly, can't believe she actually passed. Finally, all the contenders who passed become the new disciples of Changliu sect. The new disciples enter the main hall and there's a new face among them who wasn't at the test at all. He is Lang, the special student this year. The disciples are curious about his background and at the same time upset about his special treatment. Talkative girl is immediately smitten. Afterwards the disciples place their blood into their own life stones. The stone retains their identity and history and tracks their well-being and location. Qiangu's stone lights up a different color but is quickly and discreetly changed by Bai Zihua. Bai Zihua's senior brother then announces that out of the 12 new disciples, only one will be chosen as Bai Zihua's disciple. Qiangu tends to bratty girl's wound and she lectures her about being too simple-minded about the world. That night, Qiangu secretly reads the ancient scroll she received from the Taoist before he died. She learns about the history of the demon deity and how his soul is sealed within the 10 deity devices distributed among the righteous sects. The next day, their first lesson is to make the wooden swords fly. Aloof boy and bratty girl easily pass it. All the other students also pass after a while, but Qiangu and Lang are yet to learn. Next morning, the two are separated to continue practicing lifting their swords while the others move to the next lesson, flying with the sword. Bai Zihua drops by and tells Qiangu to learn flying with the sword within a month. If she fails, she'll be kicked from the sect. Before leaving, he orders her to chop logs with her bare hands. She tries for hours until her hands are bloody, but eventually succeeds. Bai Zihua, who's been secretly watching, is impressed and unconsciously smiles. Qiangu falls asleep in one of her classes the next day and gets caught. Thinking she doesn't know anything, the grumpy teacher tests her knowledge of Changliu history. She innocently answers correctly and some more, since she already read about it in the ancient scroll. Upset that she would link the immortal sects with the demon sect, he brings her before the seniors to get punished for fabrication. Senior brother judges and orders her to be caned 50 times. Qiangu endures the pain because she can't disclose that she's Mount Shu's temporary sect leader. Bai Zihua visits Qiangu in jail with medication. He gives her one more night to confess before sending her out of the sect. Bai Zihua notices the white feather and guesses she's Mount Shu's sect leader. Presented to the seniors with this truth, senior brother wants to send her away, but junior brother thinks they should let her stay as their responsibility to the massacred Mount Shu. They leave the final decision to Bai Zihua, who settles that she can only choose one. Either Changliu's disciple or Mount Shu's leader. The episode ends with Bai Zihua ordering her to return to Mount Shu immediately. Subscribe, like, comment, and share for more content like this. Bye.